College Success Arizona presents Student Stories. The feature of the following story and interview is Dwayne Martin Gomez. Right from the start, Dwayne, where were you born? Where were you raised?
Here in Phoenix, Arizona.
And where did you graduate from high school?
I graduated from ASU Preparatory Academy, and since we were the first graduating class, I also graduated valedictorian from there.
ASU Preparatory Academy is, in effect, a high school?
Yes, it's in the downtown area.
And what are you doing now so far as your college education goes?
I'm in Barrett, the Honors College at ASU, and I'm a sophomore currently, majoring in nursing.
So ultimately your goal is to be a registered nurse?
It's ultimately to become a nurse practitioner.
And how long will that take you beyond your undergraduate degree?
About 5 more years.
And your interest in nursing, ultimately becoming a nurse practitioner, where does that come from?
It comes from me, it all started like in high school, being active in every aspect, whether it was inside of class or outside of class. Like the freshman class, each year they kept adding another year, so each year my friends and I kept creating some of these other clubs found in other traditional high schools, such as Student Government, National Honor Society, Be a Leader Foundation, the Imagination Station, some of these other ongoing clubs right now. We established a foundation, and I don't know, I just really found it inspiring to help other students, other families around the area in my community, and volunteering for like the refugees. And one of those paths was through like medicine, and it's just kind of sparked, along with some personal experiences regarding relatives. And I feel like it's my duty to, give back to my community. And I thought I switched my major actually from biochemistry, but I found like the caring side was more of my it encompassed my personality and some of the values and beliefs that I have.
And what does a nurse practitioner do versus being an RN or an MD? It's somewhere right there in the middle, isn't it?
Yes, it's actually in the middle between like a doctor and a nurse. I can practice under my license and prescribe medicine, and I have more. I'm not as limited as like a physician's assistant, but I'm like right there with a physician, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. So you get your undergrad degree, and then it's 4 more years of college for the nurse practitioner?
Yes, it is. And I'm not sure if I want to be out of state or in state yet. That's just too far out there. I'm trying to get this 4.0 along the road, and everything else will fall in place.
So really, you're right there with becoming an MD minus the residency by the sounds of it, because that MD is 4-year undergrad, then 4 years of med school, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. That's so you got a lot of school ahead of you now. I guess looking at the future, do you see yourself staying in Arizona to practice as a nurse practitioner?
Definitely. I think that's one of the things that that everyone would be proud of is me. Not only like if I were to go somewhere out of state and get my education, I would still come back and serve the same community that helped me be where I am today, actually. A lot of my influences are around this area.
And I know on the ASU campus, we were talking a little bit earlier, you're involved with some clubs. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, well, so far I'm a member of the Box, Voices of Planned Parenthood, and Free the Dance, which is a dance class. The other is Business of Fashion. These are all unrelated to my major and field. However, these are some of the interests that I have, and ultimately, when considering applying to, graduate school, this will make me well-rounded applicants or candidates, as opposed to just being right there centralized in the medical field.
And you earned the scholarship from College Success Arizona, which provides up to $6,000 per year for educational expenses. Can you, you got me thinking about medical stuff here. How has that helped you financially? Because obviously college is an expensive endeavor for anybody, and talk about how the scholarship has helped you out.
Definitely. This has been this specific scholarship, along with the other 4 scholarships that I attained, are certainly most helpful, because I would have honestly not seen myself in college right now. Financially, my parents, I'm the oldest of 3 kids, so not only am I first generation, but this cost would be a burden to them, since there's 2 others, that they would have to look out for. And my involvement in school definitely helped out with that. And so with this scholarship, it's just supporting me and, becoming more of the person that I want to be. It's allowed me to travel. It's allowed me to also tutor and give back to some of the high school clubs as well. It's just saved me a lot of time and a lot of stress, unneeded stress that I would need on top of the homework and applying to internships and such.
And Robert Davis is your success advisor, essentially your mentor provided by College Success Arizona, who helps guide you through some academic and, on occasion, I guess, personal challenges. Talk about your relationship with Robert Davis.
He's an amazing mentor. I cannot stress the importance of having a mentor who is there when you need someone to ask questions regarding careers, who's been through that college experience. You're just wanting to pull out as much information as you can from a mentor. But with Davis, this is on a more intimate level, where I can speak to him face to face via text message, or even just on any other social media site. And I'm glad that we started out before coming into college, because in high school, just coming fresh off of high school, I can already ask them, okay, what are the things that I need to prepare now, so that along the road I'll be just checking them off on the list. And it's just been a blessing ultimately.
And Dwayne, can you offer some advice to middle and high school students who may be considering their own college career?
Think about ultimately what you want to do and how you will achieve it via those steps. And then from that, what are you doing now to make sure you will reach that goal? Because for me, it was certainly difficult picturing myself in college when I wasn't sure if I was going to go there. But if I set that standard for myself, because I set that standard for myself, everything else that I was doing just put me here, if that makes sense.
Thank you, Dwayne, for the interview and for working so hard to make a difference in our community.